such an asshole.
I know this is going to be an unpopular one, but then it dawned on me. The epitomal example of what I'm going to talk about is U2. Because you guys are a little bit too young to remember U2. Thank God. Was his name Bono? There's Sonny. Sonny and Cher. That's Sonny Bono. I think Bono is the guy. You want to talk about a rock group that people were told to like? Sunday, bloody Sunday. We're gonna bring about. Do you guys remember Live Aid? No, none of you remember. And I don't know if U2 was part of Live Aid, but you want to see just how stupid humans are. The fact U2, not YouTube, U2 was so, and maybe still is so freaking popular, is proof humans are programmable robots. And Sonny or Bono or whatever the guy's name, the head of U2, just like a Sinead O'Connor whining and bitching about the fact that people got to work for the socialist cause of this thing to be the really popular. Hey, robot, shut up and sing your Sunday's Bloody Sunday. Do you all still listen to you? See, has my generation gotten old enough? You look back at that and said, well, that's kind of really crappy music. That's real. Like we were told to like that. Rattle and hum. Every douchebag in my school had the rattle and hum shirt. Why? Because you were robots told to like that stupid music. Documentary, I think, was even made on it. So that's the realm we're going into today, boys and girls. Hey, asshole, repeat customer here. I just got back from the Blue Ridge Rock Festival 2023, which was a disaster. The festival was shut down before the last day due to a total lack of regard for safety by the organizers. What? Complex systems crashing? No. Tens of thousands of people, including my girlfriend and I, were stranded out in the open during a lightning storm and possible tornado because the festival had no plan for inclement weather. Lightning struck within hundreds of feet of us. Any closer and it would have been a mass casualty event. No. Okay, lightning, it would be a mass casualty. Maybe 5 or 6 people would have died. Disaster aside, I have a question about concerts and festivals in general. When I'm in the crowd moshing, part of me feels like a sheep or a peasant that the band playing doesn't actually give a shit about. Let's stop right here. They don't give a shit about you. I mean, they don't hate you either necessarily. You're one of, I gotta imagine, at least thousands of people. And hey, I used to mosh. I enjoyed moshing. Got enough bloody lips and broken noses. Well, not broken noses, bloody noses. Cam FDM, Revolting Cocks, Ministry, Rammstein. Yeah, I had my time too when I was under 30. But yeah, the band doesn't care. Well, hang on, excuse me, sir. Were you thinking you were part of this when they put the hands up like that? Were you, whether it's this or whether you lit your cigarette lighter, were you part of a community? Was the experience spiritual? Maybe you and Taylor Swift shared a moment. Or the Christian people. It's all the same. It's all the same. No. Look, I understand. And this is why I'm unpopular. I'm not human, okay? I'm just not human. You weren't part of a thing. You weren't part of an event. You weren't part of a larger spiritual experience. All right? Most of you are high on some kind of drug or chemical or just simply drunk. You're no different than Woodstock. Here's what I'm trying to prevent you from becoming. Think of all these douchebags who still think Woodstock was something special. And worse, that was the biggest part of their life. Yeah, it's part of the experience. No, you were a bunch of dirty hippies who never amounted to anything in life, celebrating mediocrity. Sitting out there in the dirt. Listen to really crappy music. No. Okay, I'll grant you Jimi Hendrix. I'll grant you that. All right. But you're not part of a community, and you're going to get to just what type of people the community are. They're standard leftists, they're standard young leftists. Virtue signal, virtue signal, virtue signal, say the thing. But whoa, if it comes to helping each other out, every man for himself. You're just waking up to that now. But please let me make sure you understand. Am I saying I don't like a concert? Well, I don't like concerts. Have I been to concerts? Yes, I have. Did I enjoy them? Yeah. But I didn't think like I had a thing with the idiots on the stage. Oh, Gwar. Now, Gwar, that's a performance. That's theater. Gwar is different. I wouldn't even put Gwar in. Gwar is its own thing. That is theater. That should win awards. And it's fun because they're feeding people to the big worm monster. But this, you think you're part of the community. You got your little, did you put your cigarette lighter up? Did you feel Jesus's cum all over your face? It's the same thing. But yeah, the band, they don't hate you, but they don't care about you either. Maybe it's a curse of the high IQ. I'm tested at 126. It is. Is there really anything wrong with concerts? No. Go do your thing. Is there anything wrong with going to a sports ball? No. But if you start believing it's more than it actually is, like it starts to reflect on your values, like, am I part of this thing? Am I part of this community? Oh my goodness. Did Jesus come all over my face? Yeah. Twins territory. It's Vikings. What is it? This twin territory and purple pride, this dumbass shit, these inferior people. Like, I'm part of the Vikings community. It's sport of the pack. Go pack. And you actually get happy or upset if that team either wins or loses the game. Like if you're like in certain parts of Wisconsin, it's perfectly acceptable. Not joking. Perfectly acceptable to wear Packers shirts, attire to formal events, weddings or funerals. You should be honoring the person that died or the people who are getting married, not put your Aaron Rodgers jersey. And I have nothing against Aaron Rodgers or the Green Bay Packers, but you people are idiots. And when you're young, I thought, oh yeah, I'm part of this. This is great. This is a wonderful new experience. But there was no spiritual. I remember at First Avenue was Prince used to own it. They had a big screen TV and they play, or big screen, like a movie theater screen, and they play different videos and things on it. And I'm like, yeah, man, this is kind of cool, isn't it? No, it was just things we hadn't seen before. It was long before flat panel TVs, before everything became digitized. And it's new and it's different. You're there with a group of people and you might get this little, oh, this is spiritual. There's more to it. No, it's just a bunch of people in those days smoking cigarettes, maybe getting laid, maybe not, getting drunk and moshing and burning off a little bit of extra energy. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. But if you think there's more to it than that, yeah, you're wrong. And I'm going to guess as you get older, you're going to start to realize, yeah, the music, the audio quality ain't that great. I got to stand in line. I got to deal with a bunch of people. And when you're starting to realize, I don't know if this may be true, but in our day, people more or less had respect. We're a higher quality. I mean, this is saying something because Gen X sucks, but we were a higher quality, more respectable caliber back then. Oh, sure, fights broke out and things like that. But maybe if there was like a problem, we might have come together a little bit more than what happened there. What the hell? Guys, don't live with them. They become children. They just become children and drop things and they I don't know what happens. You're just like, you make so much money and you're so responsible. Why do you keep dropping things? Why do I have to worry about it? Something broke. But what you're starting to realize with the type of people you're hanging out with at these concerts, and I would say any group in general, like whether it's a sports ball event or the state fair, these people don't have your back. They'll stab you if you or them. There's no community. There's no even though that's the facade. There's no community. They'll run roughshod over you. Um, and so getting this was point with your IQ, you're going to start to realize that as you get older. You're also getting older, and I have time to stand in line. I'm not going to pay $50 to listen to music that's played way down there and have my ears blasted out by speakers that are way unnecessarily loud. I need to hang out with these people. I'm gonna go and just grab some. I don't even have a stereo system. I don't know. Do people here? Question for everyone out there: do you even have stereo systems? I got my headphones. I don't have them on me now. I just listen to my headphones. I just walk around with the headphones, listen to music coming out on my phone. That's way higher audio quality than any concert I've ever been to. I've been to some jazz clubs where they really did do the audio right. When I'm in the crowd moshing, part of me feels like a sheep or a peasant. Band doesn't care about one quite. Yes, you're starting to realize that, but I just can't enjoy myself thinking I'm a small speck in the masses worshiping mostly leftist celebrity. Why are you worshiping them? Why can't you just, whoa, musicians who for the most part are lazy, talentless hacks that just got lucky? That's how most musicians, that's how it is. Sorry, musicians, sorry. So sorry about the truthies. Um, really, people who don't wanna work for a living and go into theater or music and think that they're leftists, huh? No kidding. Who have no clue about the real world, but are sheltered from it because they can play the guitar real good. Well, yeah, that is you. Now, I don't know, are you worshiping them? Or are you just there to have fun? And I'll ask you those questions later. But for the most part, yeah, like you're starting to wake up. You're starting to you're that guy not doing the Zig Heil in the picture with all the German people worshiping the guy with the funny mustache. You're saying like this is just music. These guys are douchebags. That's most band members. But if you're not worshiping them and you're just hanging out, having a good time moshing, that's fine. Maybe the solution is to make enough money where I can mindlessly pay stupid prices for a VIP pass so I don't feel like so much like a peasant. Wait, whoa. You're going the opposite direction. If you pay for a VIP pass, you're giving the band even more money. Here's what I need to know. Do you enjoy going to concerts? For your own sake. If you remove the band and the politics and the people are douchebags, do you enjoy going? Like, for example, I really enjoy going to jazz clubs. The vast majority of people who attend jazz clubs are Democrats. The vast majority of jazz musicians are Democrats. Do I, in paying my cover, help the jazz band? Yeah, and I've even bought CDs from musicians who, no doubt, mostly Democrat. But I don't like, oh man, I'm gonna get on the signing list and I'm gonna go see them play at every place they go. Like, oh no, I like this jazz club. They have really good food and drinks. And oh my goodness, look, it's a band that I really enjoy. And I know for a fact 3 of the 4 members are Democrats. I still go and I relax. Why? Because I enjoy it. But am I gonna like get on the mailing list and give them way more? No. Am I gonna get the VIP? No. I just want to sit and enjoy it. So if you enjoy concerts, that's perfect. You want to mosh, go ahead. But if you feel unreciprocated, like I'm not part of the bigger thing, and hey, maybe everybody here is a douche. Everybody there is a douche. My question: how do you enjoy concerts as a red pill individual without feeling like the sheep going with the herd? You figure out what you like about concerts. And if the concerts provide that to you, like, oh, it gives me an opportunity to mosh. I really enjoy the song. I like people hanging around. I think it's fun. Like Guar. You think I've thought about whether or not Guar or what their politics are like? Nah, it's just a good show. That is good, wholesome family fun. Everybody should go see Guar. Pay my money. I had fun. Boom. But if you were expecting like some kind of Sounds like you want to be part of the experience. Bloody Sunday, no, Sunday, bloody Sunday. Europe douche, European douche, European douche, European douche. If you want to be part of that, no, because it's not going to be reciprocated, especially if you're not a leftist. Thanks. Let me know your pride. So then I asked the guys. I says to the guy, I says, do you enjoy moshing and going to concerts? Remove whether the band knows you're there. Would you still enjoy it? Also, are you actually worshiping these musicians or do you like their music and the scene? I enjoy some aspects of it. Hearing some of my favorite bands and music live is awesome. Thinking more about it, I'm realizing what I hate most about concerts is other people. Well, that's every place. Sometimes even including the band members. Well, then just listen to their music on the YouTubes and don't give them money. Certainly don't give them VIP. For example, one of the bands at Blue Ridge, Highly Suspect. I looked them up. They look like, here's what I want you to do, sir. Just remove one of the bands you like, or maybe you don't like it, but let's just say you really like it. Remove whatever it is about them. They're not a band. They're not playing. Remove the stage. I looked at them. If you saw those guys walking down the street, what would your opinion be? I mean, they look like a bunch of trailer trash douchebags getting their EBT card at Walmart. Now, I'm not saying physiognomy is everything, but I'm pretty sure they're a bunch of douchebags. I'm pretty sure. Maybe talented musically douchebags, but they look like a bunch of douchebags. Made an impassioned leftist speech. No kidding. Really? The douchebags on the stage said the popular things, just like liberal white women did to be popular? Wow, they said the popular thing, huh? Wow, how brave and amazing. Mid-set. So they interrupted the music about how we're all brothers and sisters and nobody's better than anybody else. Oh, no, we are. Nope. There's producers and parasites. We who work, we produce and support ourselves. We are better than the parasites. Economic equality for all, yada, yada. Well, then they should have made their concert for free. But of course, when the festival fell apart, this is your community you belong to, huh? This is the part you want to have the spiritual communal coming of Bono coming on your face. Everybody turned on each other. People were cutting in line, scrambling for shuttles and shelters from the storm. There were reports of theft, drunken fights, and so on. Really? I mean, it's a rock fest. I'm not saying I didn't expect this. I just hate how out of touch rock stars are with reality. Let me ask you this. Are they out of reality? What if they went up there and said, let's talk about Austrian economics, and I want to bring out a really good friend of mine, Thomas Sowell. What if they tried to tell the truth? Well, they said, you really ought to work hard and major in engineering and advocate for a balanced budget. And the arrogance of these people to presume to ruin a musical performance with their politics, even if the band or the audience they agree, that's rude. I don't know if they're out of touch with reality. I think they told exactly what the audience want to hear. They're like Hollywood celebrities or hot chicks who have had everything handed to them. Okay, well, that's look, if you enjoy what they produce, like you enjoy listening to their music, cool, go listen to it, have some fun. But if it irks you, don't give them your money. Preaching liberal BS to us because they haven't had to live in the real world. Those guys, no, I saw those guys. Those guys look like top back guys. I enjoy live music. I just hate mass crowds, seemingly worship people who don't give a fuck about them. Well, then do you like music? Go get some headphones. Let me explain something because you're younger than me. Let me explain something to you, millennial, zoomers, millennial types. So you see, not everyone, you don't have to be the douchebag at the beach with your big boombox in 1986. these things called headphones, and you can listen to whatever you want to listen to very loud without annoying other people. Yeah, you can listen, and the audio quality is even better than the boombox. They spend thousands of dollars, and the case of Blue Ridge suffer quite a bit to see these bands live when they can just stream the music at home. I hate knowing I'm one of them when I go to a show. All right, stop it then. There's your answer. Stop going to the show. Listen to the music. I mean, you're not really listening to it for free. Well, you are. There's advertisers paying for it. Like when I listen to music, like James Brown or something, all right? There's ads. So it's no different than television. So I kind of listen to it for free. The advertisers are paying for it. Just listen to the music for free online with the occasional ad that interrupts. Or you got their CD. Well, it's not CD. I guess you got their album, however you get it now. Convert it to MP3s, put it on an MP3 player or your phone, and just listen to it. I'm not saying steal it, pay for it. And there you go. You don't have to go to the concerts. I mean, and if you really want to stick it to them, I think talking to a former, or not a former musician, a musician I used to know, he was telling me because of the internet, I think most musicians make their money on tour. So if you want to stick it to these leftists, don't attend concerts anymore. Like get their music on, they make a couple cents or whatever if you download it on the internet. But they don't really make the money on digital. They make the money on concerts. Well, don't go to the concert. But generally, yeah, do you like the music? Cool. Listen to the music. Do you like moshing or going to venues? Do you like that? Okay, you're a concert going person in it. But if it's anything beyond that, and you're pissed off that you're part of something that you don't like, stop going. And to be perfectly honest, no, there's nothing more than music and the scene. If you don't like the scene, you don't like the music, or you're going there for something else. No, you're just another douchebag. You're just another low IQ moron. Purple pride. Wearing your cheese hat, wearing your Vikings dreadlocks with the little horns, paying $160. Oh, they missed the field goal again. You're sad and pissed off. You're a loser. You go to a concert and like, oh, it's a spiritual experience. Like, God dang it. Yeah, either way, you're a loser. Stop going. And then, oh no, lightning hit and they didn't have any safety, and then they stampeded and a bunch of people got killed. Like, oh, who saw that coming from a bunch of self-serving virtue signalers? Bloody city, bloody. Hang on. YouTube band. Bono. 1976. Oh, thank God. Thank God they're old and about to go away. All right, any super chats? Look at this. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Cynic and Chief, one of our favorite people. $2 Solar Fields is extremely good to see live. Okay, they put on a good show. All right. DJ Aftershock, $5. Dude, man, like Teen Spirit. Oh, God, don't start me about Nirvana. Don't start me about Nirvana. What were black people thinking when Nirvana came out? Well, you guys must have had an opinion on that. Like, what the hell is this? I mean, I know rap was good at first and then it got ridiculous, but what in God's name is this shit? Did they go to the sewers of Seattle to pull that out? Teen Spirit is the greatest grunge song ever. Smokes. We going to Rage Against the Machine, man. We're tearing the system down, man. Rage Against the Machine. If you won't do it, you tell. Now they were good, like music, but they're just rank Marxist idiots. Although now they got kids with like, how much money we got to pay in taxes? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put that up, DJ. Sorry. Naughty DJ Aftershock again, $5. Clary, don't you know? We're gonna go to the fair to get some Sweet Martha's cookie and dip them in milk. And after we're getting a Juicy Lucy burger, don't you know? That is there was an article, I think there was a line. Why am I off? I'm a little off. By the way, new camera. What's the old camera? There, I'm a little bit more. It won't zoom, so I'm gonna have to go back to the new camera, which is not as good as this one, but the video is pretty good. I think maybe I'm gonna keep. I don't know. Do you guys mind if I'm this wide pan? I try to zoom in, it doesn't allow me to zoom in. Just there was some new thing at the state fair, and they actually did, the local news did a thing. Look how long the line is. It's 2 hours long. I'm like, there's some people that don't need to live anymore. I mean, there's some really worthless people. Tell me you got nothing going on without telling me you got nothing going on. 2 hours in line. Then they go back and they waste other people's lives. Oh, we stood in 2 hours there, Lucy. Don't you know? Oh, yeah, Gertrude, did you get the donuts over there? They were a little chewy. Shing, shing. Dug, 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 dug. Luis, $5. You upgraded your camera. Also, okay, thanks, Luis. I appreciate it. It's okay. This is what's sad, Luis. It's a downgrade. This is a generation older, but the video's better. Karen and Punjab had to improve it to the point it was shit. So now my Brio 500 is my travel camera, and this old C920 is the new camera. I guess we're sticking with it. Drew, $5. Lots of dude bros walking around with jerseys of other men's names on their backs today. Oh, that's right. It's pegging season. This is the boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen from foreign countries. Let me explain to you what season it is. It is in the United States. You may have noticed there's a shortage of strap-ons. This is where girlfriends and wives and women and other people, maybe men in general, they all go buy strap-ons so that they can peg and bang men up the ass while these men fantasize about the dude bro. Well, not even the dude bros, the athletes, because the athletes are real accomplished people. Of the NFL, the National Football League. It's football season in the United States. So all the men in America wear another man's jersey and they just ride that dildo up their ass and fantasize about Clive Clivenson or whoever the hell won the draft this time. Maybe a shortage of lube, but some guys like it rough. Some of them like it raw. And then they waste Lord knows how many hours fantasizing about being diddled by Aaron Rodgers or whoever it is. Drew, $2. Rammstein was the best live show with no politics. Right. Probably just played the song. Drew, $2. Left a rise against the show because of leftist speech. Left a rise against show because of leftist speech. I don't get it, Drew. I don't get it. Christoph Anon, $5. Good lighting. Video looks good. Thank you. Okay, I got the light. We're just back. We're just gonna stay. We're just gonna stay with old tech. Christoph Anon, $5. Good line. Got bill for my small aviation maintenance college loan. $0 minimum payment. Yay, free stuff. Yep, free stuff. Isn't that kicking in though? Just look, Christoph, while it's zero, just make some principal payments to accelerate the amortization. I would, man, go work up some other job and make a couple. I don't know what your balance is, but a couple grand now will save you 10 grand later. Faustonia, new person here. Thank you very much for generous $25. Keep up the good work, Cappy. Got several of your books right now, halfway through Behind the Housing Crash. Fantastic read so far. Well, thanks. Yeah, that's my first book in it, but it's obviously the first, so it's not the most popular. People didn't even know I wrote it, but yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Fantastic read so far. Don't spoil the end. Well, like the housing market crashed. A few words on today's housing market if you've been following it. I have not. I mean, just what little I have followed, nowhere near to what I was back in that day, obviously. Um, we all thought higher interest rates would crash housing prices or at least significantly lower them, putting housing within affordability for young people. Turns out there's a fair amount of boomers disproportionately, but some Xers and some other people, but obviously older because they're wealthier, that have cash. And a lot of guys and gals are just buying up houses for cash. Also, no one wants to put up their houses for sale who's financed in the past 4 or 5 years because they got a 3 or lower percent interest rate. And a third thing is that the older generations, boomers and Xers, lied to younger generations. They did. And didn't tell them, hey, you should become a tradesman or electrician or auto mechanics or people who actually produce things. And as it pertains to the housing market, we don't have enough tradesmen to build the housing. And if you look at private housing starts, the chart is somewhat volatile, but that's the nature of housing starts. If you take the average over time, uh, there was a surplus at the peak of the housing bubble, but that's 15 years ago now, 18 years ago, and the average is below significantly what we need for housing to house the people, and not older people's fault, younger people's fault. You just can't wait for more immigrants to come in, legal or illegal. We just need them to come in. Oh my God, come in. And like, are they going to sleep in the fields? And now you're all wondering, after having 30 years of a generally open border, like, why is housing so expensive? And so, whereas we thought the interest rates would lower housing prices, and it did just a little, like 3%. There is such a shortage of housing because we don't build enough and because we keep having people come in here. Housing prices have stayed stubbornly high. And I love it. I love, not because it's not that I don't care about the value of my house. That doesn't, it's moot. I look at, well, what does it cost me to live for a month here? The price of a house doesn't matter if you plan on dying in it. But for all you socialists, especially the millennials, because you were so smug and arrogant and sanctimonious, and you knew so much, you were so smart and educated. And now I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess you didn't know everything. You couldn't get enough Obama come on your face with the free shit. And so now they're paying. And I'm just watching. It's now entertainment for me. Like, are you all going to work? You going to work? Are you going to build a house? Are you going to work? You going to do 80 hours a week like every other generation before? It's not right. We have to. Okay, you're not. Okay, got it. All right. All right. You think the boomers are going to be poor? Millennial. Here, you want to hear something? I said this was a joke. You want to hear something horrific? You want to hear the most scary thing in your life? Millennial parents. No. You want to hear something even worse? The sequel to millennial parents. Millennial nursing homes. Coming 2053. SJ2 Canadian, what razors do you use? I stopped using Gillette. You got to make sure you don't. Gillette is a brand. It is not the company. The company is Procter & Gamble. You got to make sure not to use Old Spice. You got to make sure to stop using Harry's. Do not use Harry's razors. They're not owned by Procter & Gamble, but look on the back. I use Schick. Schick is a French company, I believe, and they're not into the hate men and F white people marketing shtick. And for those of you out there, look, I know, guys, you can't complain and then keep giving these people money. Stop giving. There's 3 simple things you can boycott. All right. Boycott Procter and Gamble. Boycott Target. Well, I guess boycott Disney, but duh, I mean, it's not like you're going to go see their movies anyway. And then what was the other one? Procter and Gamble, Target. Oh, Bud, Anheuser-Busch. Please look at all the beers they make. All y'all did. I'm not buying Bud Light, and you just went and you got a different beer made by the same company. Please boycott all beers by Anheuser-Busch. Take the 10 seconds to look it up on your phone before you give them your money. The real Uncle Hector, $2. Atlanta Falcons kicker is named Young Ho. That's funny. Well, good for him. A lot of guys there in Atlanta, they want to get pegged by Young Ho. Judd Grover, $2. I'm happy never hearing overrated Metallica again. Oh, Metallica. See, no, those guys were having fun and they made money. I don't think they've ever been political. But I was at a football game. Now it was a little kids football game. A buddy of mine is the coach for the 6 to 8-year-olds. It was worth watching. They played Sandman Enter Sandman. I lean over to the girlfriend and I say, be happy you missed this when you were young. We were told to like this song. She's like, it's just noise. I'm like, I know. It's just noise. Drew, $2. You get what you pay for at a Slipknot concert. Is that good? Is it bad? I don't know. Candy Graham from Mongo, $10. I'm a middle-aged red pill, right-wing heavy metal musician. I let all potential bands know that I vote in favor of producers keeping their money, and I'll gladly leave if that's a problem. Good for you, man. Good for you. I think by this age, you just want to play music because you enjoy it. You don't want any of the damn politics. Like, I don't see Rolo like, oh yeah, man, let's give a sermon and a speech about socialism again. Christoph Anand, $2. I'm paying the effer off, 13,000 total. Good going, man. Good going. McDouble R, 2 British pounds. Opinion on Baby Metal's live shows all on YouTube. I've never seen them. I'm not going to watch a live show. Look, about the only opinion I could give you, hopefully you get your 2 pounds worth out of this. I like watching you on YouTube. And I'm confused. I'm like, why? You don't need the visual. Not most. All the information is in the audio. Why don't you just put on the headphones and go work out at the gym? And some people do. But I've had it where like the camera ain't working. I just put up the effort. Oh, I'm sick. Why can't we say? I'm not that good looking. I don't know why you need to see the face. And I'd apply that to there. Do I want to watch a live show? I don't really want to watch. I can listen to the music, but I'm not even a big fan of music. There's nothing interesting coming. I just don't care. I just really don't. Some people, there's like some really interesting music in the. Okay, well, fine. Oh, that's a toe tapper. Oh, but why would I watch a band? It's like listening to a painting. I don't get it. Christoph Anand, $2. Get a Solingen steel straight razor. Be a man. Okay. Hatton Clogs, our friend down south. Happy, Cappy, smiling UWU. Now, you may all think, there's some pretty cool people out there. It's pretty cool, but they aren't as cool as Corey Marsh Sr. All right. And it has nothing to do with Corey sending me $50. He's just that great of a guy. And he happened to have sent me $50. This $50 does not, bias my opinion of this wonderful and outstanding man in any slight way. Corey, I like U2's music, cringe at the politics. Old Rage Against the Machine is good. Agreed. Very Marxist. I'm arrested in the 90s with jazz, fusion, hip hop. Agreed. After Napster. Now, those are the days. I'm wondering, okay, you look a little younger than me. Those were good times though, regardless. And I'm wondering if you're young enough to enjoy Dragon Ball Z. I was too old to enjoy it because I'm like, this is a pain in the ass cartoon. But man, were you pulling off a quadfecta there? Were you, if you like the music, you like Rage Against the Machine, you had Napster, you're into jazz, okay, and then if you like Dragon Ball Z on top of it, and let's add a cherry on top of the sundae here, and you were watching the original Batman animated series, I bet you it didn't get any better. I bet you that was the best days of your, well, not to say your days have gone to pot, but I bet you remember those days fondly. I remember when Napster came out, or LimeWire was it? And I could burn a CD for girls I wanted to impress. That was a waste of time, waste of CDs. But you're harkening me back to some good times. I was like, oh yeah, I was getting laid and there was jazz and swing dancing. After Napster, showing my age, digital music paid for is the way to go. Yep. And drinks and praise and fist bump. Well, good. But I'm wondering if, did you have a little, just imagine that. 99? Yeah, the economy was booming too. It was Bill Clinton, I admit it. But those were good times. Chris is not here. $5. I hate Pink Floyd. Hey you. True, $2. I went to a Limp Bizkit concert last month. Very fun. Good. Cynic in Chief, $5. I've seen Cappy's face in person. Cappy's GF wants one part of him, but not the face. Thank you. Thank you, Cynic. You're always, why is it, despite your cutting words, I always offer you a place to crash whenever you're in town, but not the face? There's a reason for the paper bags in Cappy's bedroom. Good morning, everyone. All right, there you guys go. That's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Oh, link below. I forgot. If you're on the thing with the fence and like, I'm just not having fun with concerts anymore. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. He was saying, I don't know if it was concerts, it was something else. It's just like, I keep going to these, but I'm just like, it was the fair. It was the fair. That guy was emailing me. He's like, I went to the fair with my buddies. And I'm just like, you're right. It just isn't. I'm like, why am I here? And I used to love going to the fair. You just get older. You just get older. It's not even necessarily IQ. It's just the novelty wore off. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. A bunch of fat white Karens walking around with their dopey husbands. It's the same thing. You don't have to waste your life doing it, and it's fine. It's fine. But I'm also going to assume, in addition to getting older and maturity, it's IQ. So link below, Curse of the High IQ. If you guys aren't enjoying groups of people, whether that's concerts or state fairs or sports ball games, go get the book, Curse of the High IQ. You're like, oh, no wonder I don't like it here. I'm actually going to go to places I enjoy. See you guys later. Toodles.